Hello, Pat Skeets here from meandmycricut.com. Today I'm going to share some pages, not a lot, but it's a road trip that we did with when my girlfriend came to visit. We took her to Point Pelee. We've been there a few times. We like to go there in the fall to see the monarch butterflies migrate, and they stop over at Point Pelee if the weather's bad. Anyway, so this is the very point, and there's my girlfriend standing there. People walk out to the point, and I think it's Lake Erie. It might be Lake Ontario and Lake Erie, I'm not sure. Anyways, this scene has greenery and rocks and sand, so I just sort of, there's driftwood there too, so I created a little scene along the bottom here with some greenery and a rickety old wood fence and some rocks. These are images that I could find in Design Space that went along with what was happening in the photos. So I thought it was kind of pretty in the end. So my background is this beige, the color of the sand. I used a navy paper on the very back because there's a lot of blue in these pictures. And then this is a pretty print that I made a border on top of, right across both pages. Added seashell border up here. There's seashells on that paper. And then this pretty soft blue like the sky and a big scallop circle in the middle. Then I just embellished with little stickers around here to create rocky shores, Lake Erie, just to create clusters, and added a title, Point Pelee, and a flourish up in that corner. But I love the way this looks. I think it's very pretty. If you go to my website, there's Design Space links for all of these pages, so you can copy them easily. And these pages are in Scrapbook, Everyday Life, Scrapbook number 53. All right. So there is a link below if you need to. So this page was done with Kiwi Lane. I'm wearing a lime green and turquoisey teal top there, so I used that for a color scheme. And then when I found this paper, I found, well, this is my pretty beautiful print, so I found a stripe and a mini print to go with it. So all of these coordinate the background. Each of these papers coordinates with my colored one on top. Now these images are Kiwi Lane flowers actually as well, and leaves. So everything on this page is Kiwi Lane. The brackets, this flourish thing, everything. So I had this border that I bought. But if you're not familiar with Kiwi Lane templates, I highly recommend them. They really will, they changed my scrapbooking forever. So I don't sell them or anything, but I do love them. And they've helped me so much. When you're stuck for an idea, just pull out your Kiwi Lane templates. They're these borders. And pull them out, and your page is together, and it looks fabulous every time. So I do have a video on how to coordinate papers, and it's you could watch it for how to coordinate papers for Kiwi Lane. It's really good. To have a few ground rules. Anyway, that's this page. It's pretty simple. No Cricut at all. This is a punch. This arrow even is from Kiwi Lane. Kind of pretty. That Point Pelee is a pretty place. Okay, so on this page, I used a watercolor-like paper and at the background, and then this is a boulder one that coordinates with it for a banner across the bottom, and then a big watercolor blue for because there's so much blue sky in that picture. My husband's wearing yellow and blue jean shorts, so that's what triggered this paper. Anyway, I found this cute frame, so I used it for both sides of the page on both photos. And then this is a Cricut image. I love these beautiful frames. There's so many of them now in Design Space. They're beautiful. There's corners that match, borders that match. Anyway, I'm just loving it. So I put that on top in white so it would pop. And then I added some embellishments. There's a tree punch from Creative Memories. I love it. So I used it here and here and here and here and here and here and here, all over the place. Oh, even up there. I just used the trees all over the place. So this is a big lookout tower that we're about to climb. You can see the edge of the staircase there. So they climb up, and there's a walkway path a mile into the bulrushes and the water there. It's a very neat place. So just added some embellishments here and there. Pretty page. Nice and colorful for summer. Okay, so this is the walkway that goes out into the water. This is all bulrushes and water lilies, and there's frogs and turtles and galore in here. It's a national park, I think. So it's the very southern tip of Canada at Lake Erie here. And actually, I guess from even where I live, there are 16 American states that are south, or American states that are north of where I live in Canada. So, yeah, have a look at the map. Southwestern Ontario goes almost to the California border, that far south. Anyway, interesting fact. Okay, so these pretty papers, it's like the wood, the sand, the blue sky, the water. It's just so pretty. So with this paper, with these circles, was my boulder print that I found, and then this coordinated with it, and I found this background to go along with it as well. So I used craft paper to go with this, and I thought it made it really, this frame in the craft paper, I used big and square here, and then tall and slim for this picture. I used a tag punch that I have to create a background for this little cluster here. There's some oars, a duck, a title, and then these are just stickers from they're embellishments from Creative Memories. I think there's a Great Lakes series, or I'm not sure what grouping it's from. It'll say on my website. And I cut this tag out and just put some gems on it to have something up there. It was too empty up there. I don't like empty spaces on my pages. Anyway. All right, next we have another page of, this is the walkway, and my husband climbed that big tower, and he was taking pictures of my girlfriend and I as we went for a walk along that walkway. So that's us down on the walkway. He was taking pictures from far away and got these. Pretty good. Anyway, so on this page I just did blocks of this pretty paper, the green and blue because of my top. So I did a couple blocks here and one there. And then where there were no blocks, I added the photos that I wanted. And there were so many lily pads in here that I found this wonderful image of a lily pad in Art Nouveau. So I added that to this page as a beautiful corner. And then these are just like lily leaves. So I did a couple of clusters of those. I added a border of tulips. That's an old Martha Stewart border. It's a big one. And then this is Creative Memories fence that I put on top of it because it looked like this. It's the same color as this wood, so it tied that into the page. So other than that, it's a pretty simple page, mostly just 3 images anyway. Okay. Now this is my girlfriend's who came to Point Pelee with us. This is her on her last trip to Australia, visiting her grandchildren. Well, that's her and her husband with their grandchildren, their 2 little grandsons. So she was delighted when she saw this page. She almost cried. Grandkids make life grand. So because they're all in denim and grays, I had this denim paper and they're little boys. So I used denim paper here from Creative Memories. And then this I had in my stash, this paper here. It went very well with it. And because they're little boys, I decided to go with gingham. It's a big, bold gingham print for the frames. And then this is from Nate's ABC's cartridge in Cricut Access. It's wonderful for little boys. There's Kate's ABCs for little girls too. But so I found these 2 images that I liked of little boys and created clusters here with the title and butterflies and little gems, butterflies, that sort of thing. Created 2 clusters. Then I added a 3rd one up here, a smaller one, to create my triangle of clusters and embellishments on the page. I joined these 2, images with this pretty border just to add a bit of color because there was more color in these. So I wanted a little more color on the page, and that did it. So it's cute for her, for the grandparents. And this is her with her grandkids as well. So I'll be giving this to her. She'll be able to give this to her daughter. So this again, I used denim paper, and this one had all these geckos all over it, or lizards. I thought that was cute for little boys. And then on this one, well, it's denim paper. It has like a big butterfly in the background, but I've covered it all up. So what I did do is I found a gecko image in Design Space, like the ones over here, and I cut one out and carried the theme over to this page over here. Found the title Boys, and I thought that was really cute. I then just did a nice frame on this page, an embellishment cluster here, embellishments in the middle, and just matted those 2 pictures. So I hope you've enjoyed this. It's a Point Pelee trip and grandparents it turned out to be. So check out my website, and happy scrapping. Thanks for watching.